Okay, so in this video, I am going to discuss some graphic truths that are taking place. Unfortunately, while these people are gathering together all the world's resources, storing up the resources so that they increase their power and influence and feed us all a narrative and stunt our growth, we are still, most of us, living in a relatively first world. Unfortunately, across the world, in the media narrative that we're just not being taught enough. And sorry, this is the graphic photo I was telling you about. Unfortunately, what's happening today, and this is not something that's happened as a crisis in the 1980s even, this is happening now in 2018. People are starving. Okay, now I'm telling you something. If you there was a famine in Haiti a couple of years ago. Do you know how close that is from the United States of America? I mean, I think you could even get a ferry boat. So what you had is an entire country starving of starvation, and people suggesting that there was just no way to get food to the people who needed it. It's just an absolute lie, isn't it? That people need to be starving while you've got trillions and trillions of pounds. When you have been in your illegal power, this is what's been happening to humanity. And I tell you something, humanity has to cry out now. Humanity is crying out because we have had enough of your recklessness. Okay, the powers that have ruled the planet for this amount of time have not done a good job according to any standard of human consciousness. You have to be in a comatose state to suggest that this is the status quo is acceptable. These people are not competent for the positions that they hold because these people were not elected. They did not fight a competition, and they did not win on policy, and that nobody got behind them because they had the winning policy that they were going to take care of humanity. No, these people have stolen through generations and generations. The people in power at the moment are just thieves, and they have developed massive lying techniques as well. And I tell you something, we might want our own selves to be financially stable. We might want to, we might sacrifice our neighbour round the corner so we can get a nicer car. But I tell you something, this is the reality of what's really going on is unacceptable. It's not what you think it is. I'm sorry. You have used the power that you've stolen against the will of the people. You've used it in a way that's directly hurtful to the basic fabric of humanity. You have committed moral crime against moral crime, and moral crime is a crime that against every single person as humanity. Okay, the human race has not given you our consent to do this to the rest of the earth. These people are thieves, and I tell you something, they've got to be stopped. The tables have to be turned. We cannot have this reckless power anymore. There has to be an inquiry. There has to be people standing against this system, against what's just morally wrong. I mean, there are a difference between committing petty crimes and crimes that probably we shouldn't commit, and crimes against humanity. I tell you something, it's not right. It's not right. It's not right, and it's got to stop. And it's not. They're full of lies. It's not as strong as they say they are. It's full of lies. These people have got to be brought to an end.